Welcome to the weekly roundup. Div 5 time. How are you, Dus?
How about Knowles yourself?
Pretty good, mate.
Still no TJ again?
Still no TJ, mate.
We can finally get a few words in ourselves.
Yeah, exactly right. At least, and he's not so miserable when we do other divisions. Yeah. It doesn't include him or the Falcons.
It's all about Div 1.
It is.
Painted All Union.
Oh, excuse me. I've got it bad tonight, Dus. I've got a bit of indigestion. Rocking me bad. Anyway, we're going to kick it straight off. It was out at Edward Smith Reserve, up there next to our the big wall there with the barbed wire.
I reckon you said 200 points too.
I reckon I did, didn't I?
You said 200 points, I reckon.
It was Lockley's 36-27, giving Greenacres an absolute flogging, 7-5-47. That's a big margin.
That's a massive margin.
That's a big booster for Zed's boys. But anyway, Jamie Clark ran tassel with 3, and a few other blokes kicking singles there, 4 of them. With Jared Clark Rantasser in the best, Aaron Asfaha and Jamie Clark Rantasser, mate, for Greenacres.
Clark Rantassers.
Yep.
Lockley's got Micken with 8, Bagging 8, nice work. Russo with 4, Lanecake with 3, Bryant with 3, Barry with 2, got Stormouth with 2, Patton with 2, Olsen with 2, Dutelio with 2. Then we've got singles 2. Now there's 17 goal scorers, so I won't go through the rest, but there's 17 goal scorers. They certainly did spread around. Obviously they changed the backs to the forwards, just to, obviously into the finals, which Lockley's will certainly be playing. With the best players, Patton, he can be a couple of goals I think I mentioned. Dutilio and Russo, I'll say McKay and Bryant as well, because obviously just named the 5 best players. Yeah, no. Spoke to Zed after. I spoke to Zed Sunday morning. Very happy. They're moving along quite nicely. They've still got a few blokes to come back from injury and the like, and a few that work away. So he's quietly happy. Big shout out to me mate Steve. Anyway, the next game, it was the Bulldogs. They've finally done it. They've finally done it, Trev. Could save them. It
was Rosewater, 12-14-86, defeating Kenilworth, 4 goals, 8-32. Good on you, boys.
Absolutely.
Good on you. You've been through hell and high water. And you finally stood up. Won a game of footy.
8th, 9th, turned around.
Turned it around.
That's a huge, nearly 50 points. So.
Hopefully you can stay in Division 5 and avoid relegation. Anyway, for Rosewater, Williams with 3, Hewer, George with 2. A few other blokes kicking singles with Pepe in the best with Scott and Hillard. And for Kenilworth, Chesser, Stella, Richter. I do that every now and then, I know. Gain, Yates, Savage, Richter and Treasure in the best players. So individuals there. Bad luck to Kenilworth. They've got to continue to fight on, but full credit to the boys down there at Eric Sutton Reserve, mate. The next game was up at Hope Valley, and it was Paraka, 15-17-107, defeating Hope Valley, 12-12-84. Paraka moving along quite nicely, ticking some boxes, doing what they need to do as they head towards finals. Anyway, for Hope Valley, we had Martin with 4, Tankos with 2, Payne with 2, with O'Brien, Harney and Devon Payne in the best for Hope Valley, mate, and for the Bulls. Yeah, we've got Batten with 4, Baker with 3 and Timpano with 2. The individuals do 6 other players that did spread around. Paraka, nice work with Bray, Hoskins and Timpano in amongst the best. So Ocker's boys just doing what they need to do. They're just cruising along, so hopefully they're starting to pick up a bit of form. They beat Blackfriars the week before, so sitting in 5th spot, they're going alright. They're in the finals, they can't lose 5th spot now, which is good work. Alright, the next game is CBC and Woody South down there at New Vision Oval, their Ledger Reserve. It was CBC 12-12-84, defeating Woody South 11-5-71. Woody South have been hard to beat at home. They've really done what they've needed to do at times, but the class, I think, of CBC now is starting to come to the top. So, for Woody South, we had Sumner with 4, Ransom with 4 as well, Pryor with 2, Percy, Daly and McCulloch in the best for the Cats, mate, and for the Dolphins. Pickering with 5, Raymond with 2, and individuals to, gee whiz, about 6 or 7 other players, the McDonald, D'Angelo, I should say, and Raymond in amongst the best. So just shout out to Jake McCulloch. He's only an 18-year-old kid. He's playing A grade all this year, so he's a young kid. He's got a huge potential there. John Lawrence just mentioned he's got probably one of our leaders in the near future. So leaders in the making. Good young lad too. Yeah, that's good to hear. All right, and the last game of the round was at Blackfriars St Dominic's Oval, and it was Glenunga 18-12-120, just flexing their muscles a bit and putting Blackfriars back in their box, I suppose you could say. To Blackfriars 11-6-72. Glenunga just starting to really show what the hype was about
Why they're the flag fancies, the whole lot. They've just put the foot down and gone bang. Anyway, for Blackfriars, you had Hillman with 3, Murphy with 2, a few other blokes kicking singles with Fechner, Portalotti and Grigich in the best for the Hounds, mate, and for the Rams.
Glenn, we've got Prosser with 4, Wonky with 3, Venny with 2, Wonky with 2. We can see the Wonky and Wonky combination, ruck and full forward. It's very hard to beat there. Then individuals to about 6 other players there with Bennett, Ward and Prowse in amongst the best.
Yep, so the Rams, just like I said, just flexing the muscles a little bit. We did the live call there a couple of weeks ago. Very good setup, very well run club. Great, it was a great day, had by all, you know. Anyway, quick look at the ladder. We've got Glenunga sitting up top there, 13-3. CBC and Lockley's level on 12-4. With a bit of a gap then just starting to form between Blackfriars and Paraka, 10-6. Hope Valley, Woody South, Rosewater, Kenilworth and Greenacres making up the numbers at this time of the year. Little bit of a battle there to see who's going to be relegated. Obviously Greenacres certainly will be. Kenilworth and Rosewater just got to fight that out a little bit to see who will be going down next year to Division 6.
Soft spot for obviously Rosewater because of Trev, but they have gone through a lot this year and it'd be good to see them just stay up there this year, I think. So.
Well, moving on to this week's games, it's not...
do the goal scorers.
Oh, you do the goal scorers?
Yeah, that's right. Michael Baker with 58 goals, with Harry Prosser on 56. Well, then...
Antonio Scafudi Muda.
There you go. Took words right out of mine. 50 with Matthew Roman on 47 and Bradley Batten on 45. So Matthew Baker, couple in front with a few games to go. So good
Michael Baker.
There. What did I say?
Matthew.
Oh, close enough.
That's close enough.
Matthew Raymond there. Michael Matthew. All over. That's it.
Well, like I was just about to say before there, things aren't going to get into this week's game. Things aren't going to get any easier for Rosewater as they head out to the East Parklands, and it's CBC taking on the Rosewater Bulldogs, mate.
And I think if it is going to rain, they say this Saturday, it's gluggy and muddy out that oval, as you know. It's going to be hard on the old legs, but I will say Seabock because they are doing very well at the moment.
Seabock for me as well. Limbourne Park down there, it's Paraka taking on Woody South.
I think you said Paraka's starting to flex their muscles a bit as well.
Yep.
So in Woody South, they had probably a bit of a disappointing year. I'm still going to pick Paraka out there, but it's tough to beat up there.
Paraka for me as well, mate. St Dominic's Ovals, Blackfriars taking on Hope Valley.
So we've got Hope Valley, they can't make the 5-8-6, so taking Blackfriars, they're having a good year, they're sitting 4th at the moment. I'm going to go for Blackfriars.
Blackfriars for me, I think they'll bounce back, I reckon. They won't be getting a couple of losses, mate. They're just a little bit, probably Hope Valley might feel the wrath.
I think so, yes.
Okay, and then we've got a game here that's probably going to determine...
Trev didn't want this.
He didn't want this, no. He
After
didn't.
the big win last week,
Yep.
want to seek this game.
It's Kenilworth out at St Mary's Park taking on Greenacres. The Battle of the Cellar Dwellers.
If he's a praying man, I think he'd obviously want Greenacres to win. I still don't think they're going to beat Kenilworth.
I think Kenilworth at home are a lot...
An oval position, that oval. It's a big oval, massive oval.
And they're a lot better side at home. I think Kenilworth for me.
Yep, absolutely.
And match of the round, this is going to be an absolute humdinger, this one. It's Glenunga at Webb Oval taking on Lockley's Zeds Boys. Wow.
Could be a grand final replay here, or grand
final preview.
Preview.
That's the one you were trying to say, mate.
I knew that.
I'm going to go Lockley's.
I'm going to go Lockley's too, actually. Yep. I agree with you.
Yep,
definitely.
I just think Lockley's have just started, probably...
As you said, flex the muscles.
Glenunga got the Wonkies and the Prossers and the Prouses, the Andy Reeds, the Mickey McMahons. But Lockley's have got some pretty handy footballers running around there as well. You've got Carl Mickett, he's kicked 18 goals in 2 weeks, I think.
Yep.
I just think...
Portanella, he's doing well.
I just think Lockley's they beat him the first time. I reckon they'll do it again. I reckon Lockley's by under a goal.
Be a crack of a game. Yep. Absolutely crack of a game.
Under a goal. Anyway, this has been Div 5. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all again next week.
See you later.